What's up, night dwellers? Welcome back to the Epic Bros Night Shift. Tonight, I'm counting down my top 5 favorite games, the ones that made me scream, cry, rage, and still come back for more. From haunting horrors to pure chaos. These are the games that own my nights. So grab your snacks, dim the lights, and let's roll. We're kicking things off with Little Nightmares 3. A game that proves small things can be terrifying. You explore creepy dreamlike worlds filled with giant monsters and twisted puzzles, all wrapped in a gorgeous but unsettling art style. It's dark, weird, and beautifully disturbing. Plus, the new co-op mode means you can now be terrified together. What fans love about the game is the stunning visuals and the haunting atmosphere that feels straight out of a Tim Burton nightmare. What they don't love about the game is that it's short, and the controls can sometimes feel a little clunky. Still, Little Nightmares 3 is one of those rare horror games that's both creepy and oddly emotional. A fun fact about the game is that the first Little Nightmares was actually inspired by childhood fears of darkness and confinement. The developers even designed the room to feel claustrophobic on purpose. They wanted players to literally feel small and helpless. Next up, Silent Hill F. The long-awaited rebirth of one of horror's most legendary franchises. Set in 1960s Japan, it takes psychological horror to a whole new level with eerie folklore, body horror, and the classic Silent Hill dread that crawls under your skin. Fans are obsessed with the game's breathtaking visuals and haunting soundtrack, calling it art you can scream at. But the downsides of the game is people are worried about the gameplay direction and whether it'll truly capture the old-school Silent Hill fear. Still, the game feels like a nightmare painted on silk. Elegant, tragic, and deeply disturbing. A fun fact about the game is the red flowers is also known as the corpse flower in Japanese folklore. It grows where the dead are buried and symbolizes final goodbyes. Yeah, now those scenes hit even harder. If you ever wanted to feel your heart explode through your headphones, Phasmophobia has you covered. You and your friends become ghost hunters using real-life paranormal tools, trying to identify what's haunting the place before it hunts you. The voice recognition and the unpredictable AI make every session unique and terrifying. The community loves how immersive and replayable it is. Especially in co-op, what drives them crazy is the occasional bugs and the fact that when you master the ghost types, it can get repetitive. But let's be real, no matter how many times you play, it's always fun until the lights flicker and someone screams. A fun fact about Phasmophobia, it was created by one single developer, D. Niter, who was only 22 years old when it blew up on Steam. One guy made one of the scariest games ever. Let that sink in. Now this one's gonna be heavy. This War of Mine flips the whole war game genre upside down. You're not a soldier. You're just trying to survive. It's about civilians caught in the middle of a conflict, scavenging for food, medicine, and hope. It's raw, emotional, and makes you question every moral choice you make. Players praise the emotional storytelling and gritty realism. The downsides of the game, it's slow. It's slow-paced and extremely bleak. Not exactly a fun Friday night game, but that's the point. It hits you hard, and you'll remember its stories long after you shut it down. Fun fact about this War of Mine became so impactful that in 2019, Poland added it to the national school curriculum. It's literally used to teach empathy and the human cost of war. That's next level storytelling right there. Alright guys, at number 1, my ultimate guilty pleasure, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. And yes, I'm talking about the zombies mode. This isn't just a mode, it's a lifestyle. You and your squad locked in, boarding up windows, blasting through endless waves of the undead, while screaming at your teammates, "Revive me, bro!" It's pure chaos and it's glorious. Each new round feels like you're writing your own action horror movie with your best friends. What fans love about the game is the co-op gameplay is insanely fun. The graphics are next level and perfectly blends nostalgia with new features. But yeah, every game has downsides, right? Those annoying microtransactions and lore so complicated you need a whiteboard to explain it. Still, When that iconic round start music hits, you're not quitting, you're in for the night. This is zombie slaying perfection, and for me, it earns the top spot every time. Fun fact about the game is the entire zombie storyline started as a hidden bonus mode in World at War. It wasn't even planned. Developers added it after hours as a joke, and it exploded into one of gaming's biggest fan favorite modes. And that's the list, Night Dwellers, my top 5 favorite games. From surviving wars and ghosts to fighting nightmares and the undead, these are the ones that keep my controller charged at 3 AM. What's your number one? Drop it in the comments and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell before the next shift starts. Until then, stay spooky, stay epic, and remember, it's not game over if you still have one bullet left. If you hear footsteps behind you, it's probably just the Phasmophobia ghosts. Probably.